action is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, one touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 53 yards. Looking for a seam to finding bring it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Take it in at the 22. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
That got him to win. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Down at 6. Here's Stewart to throw it.
One thing we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to bring pressure.
Smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the 1st drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that 1st drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the 1st one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
I can see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here, they're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
2nd down and 4. Now Love. Look at this tight end. The clearance complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Johnston. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Terrific last week in a win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come over the loss.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Johnston. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An 8-play drive at this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
York able to send this one through. And the Panthers stay claim to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. And when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go work. Got an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stewart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times we pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run with Burgess. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stewart sets to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. The Rams at 4 and 5, a game under 500. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
As they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Stewart. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got it. Takes us now just shy of the try. It's his first catch. Will be good for 15 on the 1st down.
And Brandon from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route train. One thing they did well, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Stewart on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Carry here for Burgess. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So not able to convert from a touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 is the general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that window longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kick linebackers I talk to, they always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The running lane's non-existing in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback game on. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. This is a good kick as well. And take it right on the 30. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing now, Stewart. Connects with Kittle underneath. Guys on the other side of the field at the 45. 1st down, Los Angeles there to pick up a 14 yards.
We're often here for a short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
This is Burgess. A good spaced out ball there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. More on that one and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right is Davis. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Burgess. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Stewart. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Inside the 15-yard line. The Rams there on the move. They've got another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Stewart. To the right side, complete to Kittle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
For this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. Flushed out right. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not like they're to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Still yet to find the end zone. So we're trading first-half field goals. They'll go through on the touchdown front for a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing. Love. Throwing quickly there. It's incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after the punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Pass complete down in the corner. He's going to be on the backsman. Takes it inside the 40. That was a pickup of 42 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They can
On second down now, it's Burgess. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has kicked 55 yards away. That was never ended. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And onto the field here come the Panthers. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play, but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now whistles. Flag down.
Ball start.
I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. They're moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Firing quickly out wide as well. And will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage with no more to do. So it's stopped for no gain. And they're going to start the 3rd and long here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half for football. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Johnston. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, moving a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll take this one close to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Stewart now from the gun on 3rd down. He's caught. Well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 3. And the Rams will signal for a timeout their second as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Drive there in just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Love now to pass on first down. It's a screen pass. It's complete. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, going to the air with Love. And off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. This is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Here's Stewart to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Burgess. And they'll mark him down right around the line, just shy of the 10. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game. So establishing the run, they're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On first down, Burgess.
This game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, you know, the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Stewart to throw on third down. Maybe take it in here by the corner. First down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 33. Nice pick up there.
We get into the psychology of the whole thing because when the team with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On second down, it's Burgess. And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You want to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Stewart on third down. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. Still early, even further. Picked up where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they cut away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep it maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession on the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out of the run. This is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who will control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Love now. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need to make sure they made with somehow offense is going to get them into this spot. But now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Johnston able to get this one across. 26 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Love. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as it falls incomplete. So another incompletion. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this right now. That is not running for him.
Yes, it's much give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third and long for Love. Behind his receiver, and incomplete.
This is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much of a fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Yeah, they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a field goal.
Not one that I've ever met. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stewart. And it's taken in by his big tight end. And between 2 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's another good one. Gets it to his man right in stride. I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
On first down, Stewart. And he fires one incomplete.
As everybody had the open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Stewart sets to throw. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. Working the middle of the field. He's gotten incomplete. And he's got this down to the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 4 So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. Burgess. His blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for the ball game now. 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in for this drive. Because if you see that type of run, I get the feeling the defense can look retired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And that's going to be too high out of bounds and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the gun, it's Stewart. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burgess. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the gun, that's how they run it. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And they will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. And it's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, at least 2 of the yards in the game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense. I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They'll throw go again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is too far behind his man. He missed it. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Johnston. The gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think... Defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
First target, first catch at a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw now, here's Love. He completes this one to Munoz. And he's got this down to the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ball start, offense.
Early from his tight end spot and trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. Like I said, but it certainly appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing now, Stewart. It's complete. His 5th touch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll try the left side. Burgess. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Stewart. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Stewart. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Love.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a 3rd down at the 35-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you have to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else that makes a dramatic play.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game that breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Yeah, not in any rush offensively. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Here's 3rd and 7.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Burgess. They're able to get this down inside the 15 into the 13 to 14 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the Great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have the reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not be a lot of cosmetic compared to scoreboard because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But that's like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first